shine, you shine. You know how I feel. Scent of the pine. You know how I feel. Oh, freedom is mine, and I know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. Huh. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new dawn, it's a new day, it's a new life. It's a new life for me, and I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. I feel so good. I feel so good. Thank you.
Excellent, Signor Rob. You went crying to the bedroom. I ran off to the bar. Another piece of heaven gone to hell. The words we spoke in anger just tore my world apart. And I sat there feeling sorry for myself. Then an old man sat down beside me and looked me in the eye. Said, son, I know what you're going through. You ought to get down on your knees and thank your lucky star that you got someone to go home to. You don't know about lonely or how long lights can be till you've lived through the story that's still living in me. You don't know about sadness till you face life alone. You don't know about lonely till it's chiseled in stone. So I bought these pretty flowers, hoping you would understand. Sometimes a man is such a fool. These golden words of wisdom from the heart of that old man showed me I ain't nothing without you. You don't know about lonely or how long nights can be till you've lived through the story that old man just told me. And you don't know about sadness till you face life alone. You don't know about lonely till it's chiseled in stone. You don't know about lonely till it's chiseled in stone. Here's Russ, all the way from Alberta.
Hello. A little George Strait. Gonna go back to Texas here. Ooh, that's a nice breeze right now. Amarillo by morning, out from San Antonio. Everything that I've got is just what I've got on. When the sun is high in that Puerto Vallarta sky, I'll be bucking at the county fair. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's, I'll be there. How's everybody doing tonight? Tough crowd. They took my saddle in Houston, broke my leg, Santa Fe. Lost my wife and a girlfriend somewhere along the way. And I'll be looking for rain when they pull that gate. I sure hope the judge ain't blind. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's on my mind. Amarillo by morning, out from San Antonio. Everything that I've got is just what I've got on. I ain't got a dime, but what I got is mine. I ain't rich, but man, we're free. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Amarillo by morning, Amarillo's where I'll be. Oh yeah. Cafe Roma, my second home. Hello Diane, if you got me on there now. Thank you very much. Who's that fiddle player anyway? Where's he hiding?
Here we go, Ken's back.
This might get a little loud. Dum da dum da dum da dum da da dum da dum da dum da dum da dum da da. Well, I walk into the room, passing out $100 bills, and it bills and it kills like the horns on my Silverado grill. And I buy the bar a double round of Crown, and everybody's getting down in this town. Ain't never gonna be the same. 'Cause I saddled up my horse and I ride into the city. I make a lot of noise 'cause the girls, they are so pretty. Riding up and down Broadway on my old stud Leroy, and the girls say, "Save a horse, ride a cowboy." Everybody said, "Save a horse, ride a cowboy." Well, I don't give a dang about nothing. I'm singing and bling-blinging while the girls are drinking long necks down. Well, I wouldn't trade old Leroy or my Chevrolet for your Escalade or your Freak Parade. I'm the only John Wayne left in this town. Yeah, I saddled up my horse and I ride into the city. I make a lot of noise 'cause the girls, they are so pretty. riding up and down Broadway on my old stud Leroy. And the girls say, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody said, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Well, I'm a thoroughbred, that's what she said in the back of my truck bed as I was getting buzzed on suds out on some backcountry road. We were flying high, fine as wine, having ourselves a big and rich time, and I was going just about as far as she'd let me go. Well, her evaluation of my cowboy reputation had me begging for salvation all night long. So I took her out digging frogs, introduced her to my old bird dog, and sang her every Willie Nelson song I could think of. We made love, then I saddled up my horse, and I ride into the city. I make a lot of noise, 'cause the girls, they are so pretty. Riding up and down Broadway on my old stud Leroy, and the girls say, save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody said, save a horse, ride a cowboy. What? Save a horse, ride a cowboy. Everybody said, save a horse, ride a cowboy.
Hey, good job, kid. War starch white shirts, button at the neck, sit in the shade and watch chickens peck. His teeth were gone, but what the heck? I thought he walked on water. Said he was a cowboy when he was young. He could handle a rope and he was good with a gun. My mama's daddy was his oldest son. And I thought he walked on water. If the story was told, only heaven knows. But his hat seemed to me like an old halo, and though his wings, they were never seen, I thought he walked on water. Well, he tied a cord to the end of a mop. Said, son, here's a pony, keep her at a trot. And I'd ride in circles while he laughed aloud. And I'd flop down beside him. He was 90 years old and 63. And I loved him. He loved me. Lord, I cried the day he died, 'cause I thought he walked on water. And if the story was told, only heaven knows. But his hat seemed to me like an old halo, and though his ways, they were never seen, I thought He walked on water. Yeah, I thought he walked on water. Gracias. And Russ is back.
Like old times. Ah, rub-a-dubbin'. Thanks, Cheryl. Cheryl knows which songs I want to do. She's got my playlist. Well, I could tell they were nervous when they saw me at the service. And the preacher man said anyone had anything to say. And when they said I do, I jumped up and said thank you. Now my alimony just stopped today. Rub-a-dubbin' in my tub, he's sleeping in my bed. He's watching my TV, he's scratching my dog's head. Ooh, he thinks he's got H-E-R right down to T. He's just the next ex my hope used to be. Pick it, Wichita. At home I'd say, pick it, Cartwright. All right, Cafe Roma. And every morning he gets up, he fires up my old truck. He used to work one job, thanks to her, he's got two. And I don't even let him believe that he stole her from me. And one day I'll send that man an IOU. Rub-a-dubbin' in my tub, he's sleeping in my bed. He's watching my TV, he's scratching my dog's head. He thinks he's got H-E-R right down to a T. But he's just the next ex my hoe used to be. Rub-a-dubbin' in my tub, he's sleeping in my bed. He's watching my TV, he's scratching my dog's head. And he thinks he's got H-E-R right down to a T. But he's just the next ex my hoe used to be. He's just the next ex my hoe used to be. That's right. Thank you. Next.
I think it's Mike. Hey, how did it become my turn again? Oh, that's no excuse. Okay, if Ken's not singing, Mike's singing, I heard. Mike's a Texas boy. He knows some of this cowboy stuff. I pay rent on a rundown place. There ain't no view, but there's lots of space in my heart. The heart that you own. I pay the rent, pay it right on time. Baby, I pay you every single dime for my heart. The heart that you own. Used to be I could love here for free, way back before you bought the property. Now I pay daily on what once was mine. Lord, I probably owe you for these tears that I cried. 'Cause I pay rent on a rundown place. There ain't no view, but there's lots of space in my heart. The heart that you own. haven't figured out how to fake a steel guitar. Struggle each night to find a new way to pay what I owe, just so I can stay. I ain't overdue, so you can't throw me out. I loved here for years, don't know where I'd go now. 'Cause I pay rent on a rundown place. There ain't no view, but there's lots of space in my heart. The heart that you own. Yeah, in my heart. The heart that you own. And it's Ken.
Well, I went down to the Grundy County auction where I saw something I just had to have. My mind told me I should proceed with caution, but my heart said go ahead and make a bid on that. And I said, hey pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I'd give anything to make you mine, all mine. I'll give you your bid and be at your beck and call. Yeah, I've never seen anyone looking so fine, man. I gotta have her, she's a one of a kind. I'm going once, going twice. I'm sold, little lady in the second row. She's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10, I know. She's got ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes. And I'm about to bid my heart goodbye. Well, the auctioneer was going about a mile a minute. He was taking bids and calling them out loud. And I guess I was really getting in it, 'cause I just shouted out above the crowd. And I said, hey pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I'd give anything to make you mine, all mine. I'll do your bidding and be at your beck and call. Yeah, I've never seen anyone looking so fine, man. I gotta have her, she's a one of a kind. I'm going once, going twice. I'm sold to the lady in the long black dress. Well, she won my heart. It was no contest with the ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes. Well, I'm about to bid my heart goodbye. Yeah, we found love on the auction block and I hauled her heart away. Now we still love to laugh about the way we met that day. And I said, hey pretty lady, won't you give me a sign? I'd give anything to make you mine, all mine. I'll do your bidding and be at your beck and call. Yeah, I've never seen anyone looking so fine, man. I gotta have her, she's a one of a kind. I'm going once, going twice. I'm sold to the lady in the second row. She's an 8, she's a 9, she's a 10, I know. She's got ruby red lips, blonde hair, blue eyes. And I'm about to bid my heart goodbye. Hey!
Good job. Here's Russ.
I just didn't bring him. It was spur of the moment when I took off.
A little bit of Garth Brooks, who is on tour right now, too, by the way. Retirement. Yeah, right. How many times has Garth Brooks retired now? If your paycheck depends on the weather and the clock, if If your conversation calls for a little more than a coffee pot, if you need to pour your heart out to try to rectify some situation that you're facing, contact your American Honky Tonk Bar Association. I know that one. When Uncle Sam dips in your pockets, for most things you don't mind. But when your dollar goes to all of those standing in the welfare line, when you rejoice you have a voice, if you're concerned about the destination of this great nation, it's called the American Honky Tonk Bar Association. It represents the hard hat, gun rack, aching back, overtax, flag waving, fun-loving crowd. And their hearts are in the music, and they love to play out loud. There's no forms or no applications. There's no red tape administration. It's the American Honky Tonk Bar Association. Here we go. How you guys doing at Cafe Rome tonight? You know you guys are live, right? Yes. It's not just the people singing. It's the people that put on the singing. And this place will grow on you, trust me. You'll need that Honky Tonk Bar Association. We're all one big family throughout the cities and the towns. We don't reach out for handouts. We reach for those who are down. And every local chapter has a 7-day-a-week available consultation for your frustration. It's called the American Honky Tonk Bar Association. It represents the mud flap, six-pack, bear crack, overtax, flag waving, fun-loving crowd. Where hearts are in the music, and they love to play out loud. There's no forms or no applications. There's no red tape administration. It's the American Honky Tonk Bar Association. Go join your American Honky Tonk Bar Association. You know the one. And do not delay. Contact today. Your AHBA. Your AHBA. Thank you. Thank you very much. Who's next?
Good job, Russ. Remember when I was young and so were you, and time stood still. Love was all we knew. You were the first, so was I. We made love and then you cried. Remember when? Remember when we vowed the vows and walked the walk, gave our heart, made the start and it was hard. We lived and learned life through curves. There was joy and there was hurt. Remember when? Remember when old one died and you were born, life was changed. Disassembled, rearranged, we came together, fell apart, and broke each other's hearts. Remember well. Remember when the sound of little feet was the music we danced to week, brought back the love we found trust, vowed we'd never give it up. Remember when. Remember when 30 seems so old. Now looking back, it's just a stepping stone to where we are, where we've been. Said we'd do it all again. Remember when. Remember when we said when we turned gray, when the children grow up and move away, we won't be sad, we'll be glad for all the life we've had, and we'll remember when. Remember when. Remember when. And it's Ken.
Yeah. I like that. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll play with that. I've never played that part of that program. Well, I like it when they put it on paper. He said I was in my early 40s with a lot of life before me, when a moment came and stopped me on a dime. I spent most of the next days looking at the x-rays, talking about the options and talking about sweet time. I asked him when it sank in that this might really be the real end. How's it hit you when you get that kind of news? Man, what'd you do? And he said, I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Bull Manchu. And I loved deeper, and I spoke sweeter, and I gave forgiveness I'd been denying. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying. He said I was finally the husband that most of the time I wasn't, and I became a friend would like to have. And all of a sudden going fishing wasn't such an imposition. And I went 3 times that year, I lost my dad. Well, I finally read the good book, and I took a good long hard look at what I'd do if I could do it all again. And then I went skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu. Then I loved deeper, and I spoke sweeter, and I gave forgiveness I'd been denying. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying, like tomorrow was a gift and you got eternity to think about what you do with it. What did you do with it? What did I do with it? What would I do with it? Skydiving, I went Rocky Mountain climbing, I went 2.7 seconds on a bull named Fu Manchu. Then I loved deeper, and I spoke sweeter, and I watched an eagle as it was flying. And he said, someday I hope you get the chance to live like you were dying, 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 to live like you were dying.
Good job. And here's Russ. Russ in the mid. Russ has got a nice lubricated voice. Got greasy pizza.
Right where I need to be. Right here at Cafe Roma. Cheryl, you're awesome at picking these tunes. It just fits the atmosphere, you know that. Because we are right where we need to be. Right here. Cafe Roma on Friday night. Gonna kick this season off. Gonna take that WestJet airplane, fly wherever it needs to be. Am I advertising WestJet? I don't get paid for it, huh? There's a plane flying out of here tonight. Destination New Orleans. Boss man says my big promotion's on the line. Says that's right where I need to be. Lately I've been on the road more than I've been home. All this leaving her alone is killing me. And owning her right now has got me thinking more and more. This is right where I need to be. Where when I hear her, I can see her, can smell her sweet perfume. I can feel her skin against me when I sleep. Where I won't miss her, I can kiss her anytime that I want to. Yeah, that's right where I need to be. Yeah, that's right where I need to be. Ow. Gary Allen, he's out there on the road again now too, right? He's doing his thing. There's a plane flying out of here tonight with an empty first class seat. I finally got all my priorities in line. Yeah, I'm right where I need to be. Where when I hear her, I can see her, I smell her sweet perfume. I can feel her skin against me when I sleep. Where I won't miss her, I can kiss her anytime that I want to. Yeah, that's right where I need to be. Yeah, that's right where I need to be. Oh, yeah. Thank you very much. You guys having fun tonight? How's the beer? How's the drinks? How's the tequila? How's the food? Everybody's having fun, so that's good. Hoop.
City sun goes down at night, making way for neon lights. Country boy is looking at the moon. City girl is dressed just right. She may stay out late tonight. Country boy just plowed today till noon. From Birmingham to Ohio, how they met nobody knows. And every now and then they get together. She used to want to climb the wall. She never really been loved at all. Not until old country came to town. He's the first one to the room. Ice and drinks will be up soon. Everything is perfect when she walks in. They kiss and hold each other tight. Well, they know what's in store tonight. They're not someplace they have never been. From Birmingham to Ohio, how they met nobody knows. And every now and then they get together. She used to want to climb the wall. She'd never really been loved at all. Not until old country came to town. She used to want to climb the wall. She'd never really been loved at all. Not until old country came to town. Gracias. Here's Ken.
Oh, cool. Gonna get a little bit out of the country scene here. Baby, we can talk all night, but that ain't getting us nowhere. I told you everything I possibly can. There's nothing left inside of here. And maybe you can cry all night, but that'll never change the way that I feel. The snow is really piling up outside. I wish you wouldn't make me leave here. I poured it on and I poured it out. I tried to show you just how much I cared. I'm tired of words and I'm too hoarse to shout. But you've been cold to me so long, I'm crying icicles instead of tears. And all I can do is keep on telling you I want you, I need you, but there ain't no way I'm ever gonna love you. Now don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Now don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. You'll never find your gold on a sandy beach. You'll never drill for oil on a city street. I know you're looking for a ruby in a mountain of rocks, but there ain't no Coupe de Ville hiding at the bottom of a Cracker Jack box. I can't lie, I can't tell you that I'm something I'm not. No matter how I try, I'll never be able to give you something, something that I just haven't got. Well, there's only one girl that I will ever love, and that was so many years ago. And though I know I'll never get her out of my heart, she never loved me back. Ooh, I know. Well, I remember how she left me on a stormy night. Oh, she kissed me and got out of our bed. And though I pleaded and I begged her not to walk out that door, she packed her bags and turned right away. And she kept on telling me, she kept on telling me, she kept on telling me I want you, I need you, but there ain't no way I'm ever gonna love you. Now don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I want you, I I need you, but there ain't no way I'm ever gonna love you. Now don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't bad. Now don't be sad, 'cause 2 out of 3 ain't. Baby, we can talk all night, but that ain't getting us nowhere. Thank you.
And here's Russ.
Trashy women. Little Confederate Railroad. Thanks, Cheryl. Well, I was raised in a sophisticated kind of style. Yeah, my taste in music and women drove my folks half wild. Mom and Dad had a plan for me. It was debutantes and symphonies. But I like my music hot, I like my women wild. Yeah, I like my women just a little on the trashy side. When they wear their clothes too tight and their hair is dyed. Too much lipstick and too much rouge gets this cowboy just a little confused. 'Cause I like my women just a little on the trashy side. You should have seen the looks on the faces of my dad and mom when I showed up at their door with my date for the prom. They said, well, partner, son, she ain't no kid. That's a cocktail waitress in a Dolly Parton wig. I said, I know it, Dad. Ain't she cool? That's the kind I dig. And I like my women just a little on that trashy side. When they wear those clothes too close and their hair is dyed. Oops. Too much lipstick, too much rouge gets Fox and Russ just a little confused. 'Cause we like our women just a little on the trashy side. Oh, musical break. Anybody have any jokes to say? No? Oh, okay. Just thought I'd throw that out there. It's free stage, you know. Well, I like them sweet. I like them with that heart of gold. And I like them brassy. I like them brazen and bold. They say opposites attract. Well, I don't agree. I want my woman just as tacky as me. 'Cause I like my women just a little on that trashy side. Yeah, I like my women just a little on the trashy side. When they wear their clothes too tight and their hair is dyed. Too much lipstick and too much rouge gets us all a little confused. 'Cause we like the women just a little on that trashy side. Yeah, I like my women and I like them on the trashy side. Oh yeah. I should sing my kitty cat song. That's what I should do. Thank you. Kitty cat out in the parking lot.
There's a dirty piece of cardboard that reads Montgomery Ward. taped across the window of my old Ford. A six-pack on the front seat and a box of chicken wings. I'm dialing across the radio for a song that I can't sing. I'd better change my wandering ways. I know I've seen my better days, always getting high when I get low. Well, I left my soul out in the rain. Lord, what a price I've had to pay. These storms of life are washing me away. An old milk pouch, tobacco sign, fading on the barn, bringing back sweet memories of Mama's farm. When love was just a country girl that lived on down the road. You know, she almost had me turned around, but that was years ago. I'd better change my wandering ways. I know I've seen my better days, always getting high when I get low. Well, I left my soul out in the rain. Lord, what a price I've had to pay. These storms of life are washing me away. Yeah, the storms of life are washing me away. And here's Ken.
Nice job. Well, you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go. Staring at the bottom of your glass, hoping one day you'll make a dream last. But dreams come slow and they go so fast. See you when you close your eyes. Maybe one day you'll understand why everything you touch surely dies. But you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. Staring at the ceiling in the dark, same old empty feeling in your heart. 'Cause love comes slow and it goes so fast. See you when you fall asleep, but never to touch and never to keep. 'Cause you loved her too much and you dive too deep. Well, you only need light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. And you let her go, no. And you let her go, no. Well, you let her go. 'Cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go. 'Cause you only need the light when it's burning low. Only miss the sun when it starts to snow. Only know you love her when you let her go. Only know you've been high when you're feeling low. Only hate the road when you're missing home. Only know you love her when you let her go.
And here's Russ. Here's you're up, Russ.
Gone too long. I do that one? Oh, yeah.
Jeez, I haven't done that one in a long time. You're testing me. You've been gone for too long. It's too late to come back now. It's been so long since you walked out my door. You're just an old song no one sings anymore. I've got a new love and she's a true love. But how could you have known? You've been too gone for too long. Now it's too late to come back home. Holy crap, I haven't done that in a long time. Good one, Cheryl. I haven't done that one in years. I'm like, holy shit. You came a long way, going the wrong way. Don't even set your suitcase down. You wanted to roam, now you're paying the bills. You're an old rolling stone who's rolled over the hill. I had a good cry when you said goodbye. I didn't want to let you go, but you've been too gone for too long. Now it's too late to come back home. Ooh. Wow. I didn't think I'd remember. There's a couple of spots I'm like, where is it going? You're that 8.5. It was an 8.5. 8.5. It's a good tune though. I had a good cry when you said goodbye. I didn't want to let you go, but you've been too gone for too long. So why don't you just stay gone? Now you've been too gone for too long. Now it's too late to come back home. Bye-bye. Thank you.
That's a good way to. Good way to. Well, it looks like this is going to be the last song for tonight. Every night you go to bed crying. There's nothing left to do when love is dying. So before the whole world knows how we're hurting, don't you think it's time we pull the curtain? So many times I've talked you out of leaving, and so many times you tried to fight the feeling. I guess we tried and failed once too often. Now the suitcase in the hallway does the talking. That just about does it, don't it? That'll just about kill it, won't it? Maybe we should call a truce. We could, but what's the use? And that just about does it, don't it? It's sad to think that words could come between us, and what I said, God knows I didn't mean it. It's time we realize this time it's over. It's tearing us apart to stay together, and that just about does it, don't it? That'll just about kill it, won't it? Maybe we should call the truce. We could, but what's the use? And that just about does it, don't it? Maybe we should call the truce. We could, but what's the use? And that just about does it, don't it? Don't it? Thank you so much for karaokeing with us tonight, guys. That's a wrap for tonight.